Hey guys, wake up. We're starting the show.
Oh, what? Whoa. We have a special edition of the Beauty Couch today, Beauty Sleep, if you didn't already get the memo. We're going to be talking about tips for products that you can use that are really going to do the work while you're catching your Z's. Also, for people like you and I this morning who I overslept, you didn't get enough sleep at all.
Not at all.
So we're going to be covering a lot of that stuff. This is Liza, by the way. She's our Senior Director of Content. She's been with us for,
I think about 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
So we're also going to put her to the test and see if she's really earned her Paula's Choice badge. So write in with your questions. We're going to quiz Liza later, see what she knows, and also just get to the questions that you guys really want to know about. But before we jump into all of that, I like to do this little rapid fire question, get to know Liza segment.
Before we even do that, for a second we should just show off our t-shirts.
Yeah.
We have our sleep. This is literally what I sleep in, and it's Namaste in bed, because who doesn't want to just stay in bed all day? And
I'm tired as a mother.
You're tired as a mother because you have a toddler.
I have a toddler, and let me tell you, there's a lot of nights where I would get woken up at a good 3 a.m. She needs a drink of water.
Right.
You know.
Well, it doesn't end. I have a 12 and 14-year-old, and they slept with me the other night because we have the only room that has AC, and someone spilled water on someone else, and then the dog started barking at like 3 in the morning, and I was screaming at everyone. So,
tired as a
sorry to
mother.
say, it's still there. And you said you overslept, and I kind of love it when I overslept. Because then it's like like your body needed it. I woke up the last 2 mornings at 6:22 in the morning, like exactly. Angry.
Yeah.
Because I go to bed at like 1.
And then you went for a run, which I don't understand. I don't do workouts.
It was the only way. It was the only way. Okay.
So now we
can
know
get into
you're a runner and a 6:22 a.m. waker-upper. So as a self-proclaimed skincare newbie,
yes.
what are some of the things, especially since you've only been here for a few months, that really shocked you when you came to Paula's Choice? What did you learn?
Okay. I want everyone to know that I didn't get these questions ahead of time, so because I wanted to be off the cuff. That means my answers might not be that great, and I might have to do a little bit of ums and ahs. So what did it shock me about to learn when I came here about skincare and Paula's Choice? Okay, so basically everyone should know that before I came to Paula's Choice 4 months ago, I would be considered in the skincare level of savviness as a teenage boy. I literally would just go to the drugstore and buy the cheapest products I could buy, like whatever was on sale, and all I did was cleanse. I don't even think I called it cleansing. I think I called it washing my face. And then I would use moisturizer, and it would just be kind of a bonus if my moisturizer had SPF in it, and I think it was probably 15, which is not even, now that I'm so smart, I know it's 30, right? So when I got to Paula's Choice, I just couldn't believe there were so many products. What's so cool about Paula's Choice products is the whole exfoliation thing. I didn't know I should be exfoliating my skin, and I don't think anyone gets that this show's gonna be like 3 hours, right? I need to like wrap it up. Anyway, you should exfoliate. It's actually part of our basic routine. So it's cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize. Like toner is great and adds moisture, but exfoliation is the key to shedding the dead skin cells so your skin looks like, well, not that it looks like, but like it used to. When you had younger skin, it naturally did this. And if you shed those dead skin cells, all kinds of magic are gonna happen with glowiness, and it's gonna help with wrinkles.
And people forget that it's anti-aging, because when you're removing those built-up dead layers of skin, wrinkles don't look as pronounced as they once did.
Right.
So it has this anti-aging element that a lot of people miss.
And then the other thing that I think is really cool about our products, and I've been trying to learn them all, and there's a lot, and is that we offer a lot of our products, or at least like exfoliants, and I'm sure others, okay, now I'm showing my naivete, but that we offer like exfoliants in different textures. Like that is like next level skincare.
Yeah.
Like I don't want
for one.
Like what? Like a gel, like and a lotion and a liquid. I mean, that's crazy. But you have choices.
You have choices because skin is not one size fits all, and that's always been a really big part of our philosophy. Is that Paula was so irritated by seeing this night cream that only comes in this heavy, thick texture because that's what mature skin needs. Mature skin could be all different types. It could be oily. It could be acne prone. It could be dry. It could be all these different things, but we give you those options.
Yeah.
So,
First question answered.
First question, you won. Ding, 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 ding. And we'll get into some of Liza's favorite products later in the show, but let's also find out a little bit about your life before Paula's Choice. I know you were a founding member of food.com.
Yes.
So I want one of your hacks for either like a really easy dinner trick or some sort of food hack.
I'm full of them. So I'll go quick. So I'm a mom. We're both moms. You basically don't cook dinner anymore. I assemble dinner. You really have to make it work.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm baking chicken legs, which are so easy. You just shove them in the oven with some seasoning for like an hour and a half at 350. Turn them once. There's your protein, and everyone loves them. The kids love picking up a chicken drumette. And then, some sort of I'm making, are we allowed to talk about it? I can say Trader Joe's. Right?
Yeah.
I'm making Trader Joe's tater tots. So it's like a pretty basic dinner, but then I'll make that like a pretty killer salad. So that I feel like I nailed one piece of the assignment.
Yeah.
So a few quick recipes would be salad. Always just get the best olive oil you can buy, that you can afford. Lemon. And then greens. I like arugula most of the time. Some parm. Use your vegetable peeler for the parm. It looks kind of fancy, like they're parm curls.
Yeah.
And that's a great salad right there. You could shred some carrots in there. It's also, remember, just like products, gonna tie it in. Just like products, you get different textures. The way you cut your vegetables, you get different textures. It makes it a little more exciting. So that's like a go-to salad. A go-to pasta, even though we don't try to eat tons of carbs, is fry up some bacon. Chop up bacon. Fry up bacon. Get it kind of crispy. Add your favorite jar of marinara sauce to the pan. Then let that simmer for a little while, and then finish it with a couple glugs of heavy cream.
Ooh.
And then toss that with pasta and a little parm. And people, I serve that at dinner parties, and people flip out. And it's 3 ingredients.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm stealing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're not cooking, what is one of your favorite restaurants here in Seattle? And then also worldwide.
The world.
What has been one that just nailed it?
Oh. I said I didn't hear my questions when I just finished her answer. I glanced at them, but I tried to forget them. And I don't remember every single one. I really do. I have a favorite restaurant in Seattle, and it is called Harvest Vine.
Okay.
It's a Spanish restaurant. It's in Madison Valley. It is where Spanish tapas and artwork come together. If you can get a seat at the eating bar, you can watch the chefs putting everything together. And
Love that.
Really incredible. It can add up because they're smaller plates. But my husband and I will go there for special occasions, like a birthday or something like that. All over the world, I don't think I'm fancy enough to answer that question. I've traveled, but I'm
You don't have a favorite New York place?
There is a great restaurant in New York. It's very old school. It's called Minetta Tavern. Has black and white floors, red leather sexy booths, and they have two great burger. One's just your basic one, I think has foie gras in it.
Ooh,
really amazing frites, which are French fries, great salad, all that. That's a classic New Yorker place to go, and I always try to go when I'm there, but you can only get in at 5 or 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And you have to book it a month out. So usually I just go and hover, and I'm annoying enough. I finally get a table. Aggressive enough.
Okay, besides your culinary skills, what is another one of your interesting hobbies or maybe hidden talents that you have?
How about that I make wedding cakes?
Whoa.
So just for friends and family, and I always get really excited when there's no weddings coming up because it's a lot of work, but it's also an act of love. I make pretty basic wedding cakes because it's not what I do. But you can hide all the sins with fresh flowers, and it usually ends up looking pretty cool. I would say that if anyone ever wants to try making a wedding cake, just imagine that you're making 3 to 5 birthday cakes, and with a little tiny bit of construction, you just pile them on top of each other. It's not that hard.
You know what my mom did for a hack for my wedding cake is she actually had boxes that she covered with fondant for the first 3 layers, and only the top layer was our real cake. So when you cut into it, the other 3 layers were perfectly shaped, and then the rest of the cake was already cut up in the back, ready to serve. So as we were leaving, we actually put the boxes of wedding cake on top of our car driving away. And people never knew that wasn't our real wedding cake until right now.
And so you got it. You heard it here first. Wait, so then you drove off yay, goodbye, and you had a wedding cake on your car, and everyone was thinking, these crazy kids have a real cake on their car?
It did fly off on the freeway, but
I'm sure the car behind you was super psyched.
Yeah, there was nobody else on the road, thank God. Okay, so enough about all that fun stuff. I want to know about your favorite products.
Okay,
come here.
So I'm going to reach over here to the little table next to me. I would just like to point out that I have watched a lot of these lives behind the scenes, and I've always thought it was so great that the guest and the host get their special drink. And I would just like to say, since I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, I'm really excited about my drink. I feel like a VIP right now.
It's kind of a big deal.
Okay, I would say that I'm going to start with a cleanser. Like I said, I was buying drugstore products, and this was my gateway product. I don't know if you're allowed to say that, but it was. Because the texture and the smell and the way it glided over my face. I started work on a Monday, went out to dinner on Friday with my husband to celebrate, had a martini, came home, was washing my face to get ready for bed. I was thinking, is this just the martini or is this that incredible?
Yeah.
You know, and then my son, who's 12, came up and started washing his face too, which is crazy. Why would he voluntarily wash his face? But he did. And he was saying, oh, Mom, I see what you mean. This is a dream. And so I thought, okay, Paula's onto something.
Yeah.
This is pretty great. And it's funny because, like I said, I was buying drugstore stuff, so I still think some of that stuff, I'm not going to name names, but some of that drugstore stuff is in my bathroom, and I'll walk by it and be like, you know, like I'm mad at it, because it smells really bad, and it's so gluey, but her stuff is just so clean.
Yeah. I used to have a problem before I came to Paula's Choice, that I would do the same thing. I would buy the cheapy drugstore cleansers. I thought, why waste money on a cleanser? And my skin would always be dry and like tight, and I have the oiliest skin. So if I'm feeling like that after a cleanser, it means it was a harsh, drying type of cleanser. So that's one of the nice things about all of ours, is that they're all nice and gentle. They're not going to give you that like feeling sucked dry type of feeling.
And if you get that feeling sucked dry, then just use your Paula's Choice toner. It really does. It adds the moisture back in. Which, I mean, I have a feeling everyone watching it now is like these skincare experts, and so I'm preaching to the choir. But I always thought of toner as like, you know, when you're a teenager and you had acne, and it's like you use that like
the sea breeze.
Yeah, and like it would be like astringent.
Yes.
Our toners are not like that at all. Okay. What else? Okay, let's do this. I don't know. I don't feel like we talk about this product enough.
It's an unsung hero of the line,
It's the Shine Stopper, and I would say it's my #1 product.
Whoa. That's a bold statement.
Okay, before I got here, I didn't know what my skin type was, which I don't think a lot of people do, and we're going to work on helping people figure that out on the website and easier ways. But should we do it real quickly? You wash your face, you wait 30, don't put anything on it, you wait 30 minutes, and then you check the texture in the mirror, and it's like, it's dry all over, you'll just do it. Why am I even bothering?
Yeah, if you start to feel that tight, that dryness, you are more on that dry side. If you started to see oil pop through, then you're definitely more on the oily side. And you can be somewhere in between those. You can also be, you know, oily in the T-zone, but dry everywhere else. So you're more, or normal everywhere else. So you're more of that combination skin.
So I figured out I'm combo skin. I'm combi. Is that like a thing we say in the industry, in the biz? So this stuff, I do my whole routine in the morning. Can we talk about my routine for 2 seconds? I am like the Swedish chef in the bathroom. I mean, like, I used to get scared about skincare and like what order, it's so confusing, but now it's just kind of like fun, and I feel like do, and I'm just grabbing stuff and going to town. So I just really needed to share that. But so once I go through I now know the order that Paula recommends. You cleanse, you tone if you're taking it to the next level. You don't have to tone. You exfoliate, and then any serums and potions and, you know, boosters. But that's too, like, I'm not there yet.
You're pretty basic.
Yeah, I'm a basic bee. And so then you moisturize, and then I put this on, this Shine Stopper right on my nose and right here. And
in the morning.
Then I do my makeup, which is like 3 things. But I will tell you that this is not, I used to be oily right here in the T-zone, not at all. Like, I mean, I used to be able to like look down and see that it was shiny. it stops the shine. We gotta do more with this.
It's interesting too, because some people will do it before makeup, and some people will actually pat it on over their foundation.
Right.
So you can absolutely experiment with it both ways to see what works best for you. But if you're patting it on over makeup, that even means it would be something that you could do like in the middle of the day where your shine has started to break through. What else do you got over there?
Remember I was talking about how I'd use like some random lotion and it had the SPF 15. This is, I think it's out of stock.
Yeah,
it's out of stock, but it's coming back. That's how good it was, but this is Resist Skin Restoring Moisturizer SPF 50. It glides on like a dream.
Yeah.
I really am like starting to sound like a skincare person. And look at a little product play even. I just am starting to really know. But I mean, it's crazy, and that's a 50.
Hold it up for the camera.
Oh, sorry. That's a 50. There's no white cast, no ghosting.
Yeah.
Ghostly. It's like you don't even have to think about the fact that you're wearing 50 SPF.
Yeah.
Live your best life. Stop any more sun damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and then what Paula recommends is I put it on the backs of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Right when I'm
one
done.
Of those areas that starts to show the signs of sun damage and aging quickly. Yeah, because it's always being exposed.
And this one I have not tried yet. I forgot to bring it home last night. I was going to try it. This is our Radiance Renewal Mask, and I just thought I should bring it up because we're talking about beauty sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't really written much around this yet, but I really want to start calling this our beauty sleep in a bottle.
It is.
What's so cool about this is it's an actual leave-on mask, and someone on my team, Mercedes, was saying that she just like, you put it on, it's this nice light texture, and you go to sleep and you get up in the morning, it rinses off beautifully. And
it's almost like you don't have to rinse it off because it's just sunk into skin so nicely. So yeah, put it on before you go to bed. Wait a few minutes for it to absorb in before you hit the pillow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the formula, it's like you wake up with that glowing skin.
Right.
It's got all those plant extracts in there that help with evening out skin tone, and it's
overnight. It's like basically overnight wrapping. Are we allowed?
We're allowed to say that. And when it comes to masks like that, this is kind of a good hack for any sort of moisturizing mask where it has good ingredients in it. You don't have to rinse them off. Like, why are you paying for these really expensive ingredients and then rinsing them off 10 minutes later? If it's a good formula, keep it on your face.
And that's one other thing I will say that I get confused, or I was confused about, and I hear that from so many people, is that people get nervous. This is kind of the same thing, but like with all these products, like the layering thing, people think they have to like wait in between, and I haven't come up with a perfect copy yet, but it's like layers are for cakes. You don't layer your skin. You do layer it, but it sinks in so quickly that you're not, just because you use like a lotion exfoliant and then all of a sudden you're going to put a serum over that, or you know, your moisturizer, you're not going to be, people feel like, I think that they're wiping off the last thing that they put on, but you're really not, because it absorbs so quickly.
It does. And people also get worried that they're then somehow diluting, maybe like the efficacy of one ingredient is canceling out the other. It doesn't work like that. Today's modern day formulas are stabilized in a way that they're going to be able to play nicely together. So you absolutely don't have to wait.
Okay. I really feel like I've done it now. You don't have to hear any more from skincare. But you can tell I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
And before I forget, I want to make sure that you guys know that it's free shipping right now on all orders. And also if you spend $50 or more, you get a little travel size of our Resist cleanser for normal to dry skin and the barrier repair moisturizer, I believe. So the accompaniment to that dark blue bottle right there.
And their travel size?
Their travel size.
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day
Although
weekend.
You might not get it in time. And we do have this in travel size right now.
So even though the full version is sold out, if you want to get a try of it now, you can get that online. Great. Okay, so because we were talking about beauty sleep, obviously the theme of today's show, and again, I slept in, you got zero sleep.
Yeah.
So maybe some of our tips and tricks and some of our favorite products for that. We already touched on the Radiance Renewal Mask, but a product that I like to accompany with that is this one right here. It's our Resist Brightening Essence. And this is one of those products, and I don't say this for many, where I literally wake up the next morning and I feel like there's a difference. My skin is glowing. And it's just loaded with tons of ingredients in it that do really help with that brightening effect. And it also just happens to feel like heaven. Have you tried this one?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I have it at home, but I always...
Don't neglect this one.
I don't feel like I'm very good at the dropper, okay? I think I have dropper issues.
So drop it in with your moisturizer then.
Right. No, just literally like I can't get enough of it into the... Well, wait, so when would you put this on at night?
So
after, like, exfoliating?
Yep, your cleanser, your toner, exfoliant.
Then moisturizer?
Right, yeah, we always do the lightest to the heaviest textures. So this is a really, really lightweight essence. So you would probably do this even before your serum if you're doing a separate serum.
Right, it really is like,
it goes liquidy. Yeah, it goes right into skin. That means any skin type can use it because it's not got this like heavy, like greasy feel to it at all.
I got a lot of it.
But I was just doing a press event in New York last week, and this was one of the products that I would not let any of the beauty editors leave without because that's how strongly I feel about it. And I actually ran out of it a couple weeks ago. And you know when you get really hooked on a product and then you don't have it and you can see the difference? I can see the difference. I'm missing this. I need to personally go and order it right now.
And the difference was?
It just leaves my skin looking more glowy, more
And you felt dull.
I felt dull. If you were somebody who was really struggling with those discolorations, those brown spots, and maybe you're already using the skin lightening product, this would be a really nice way to boost it up. Yep.
Also, why at night?
You could do it morning or night.
But you just do it at night because that's when you do it.
Yeah, I'm just pretty lazy in the morning. Like I'm tired as a mother. I don't have enough time to do all my steps that I do at night.
I'm lazy at night too because I'm so excited to get to bed. There's really no time.
There isn't.
When you're a mother.
This one does feel really nice under makeup. Like sometimes if I feel like I just want a tinge of hydration, this will be a nice way for me to get it because I'm so oily. I'm not somebody who uses a moisturizer on a daily basis.
Isn't it funny that she has oily skin, but you'd never know it because she's so good at doing her thing?
It's the oiliest skin of anyone I know.
Even more than Paula?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. I could soak through like an oil-absorbing sheet like that.
Interesting.
So another one, this one is more of like a beauty hack for kind of what we were just talking about when you're so tired at night.
I'll put some on now.
Do it. So instead of taking your toner with a cotton pad and going through that step, I've started just keeping this at my bedstand, my nightstand. So for those nights when I've really just like washed my face and that's all I'm gonna do because I'm so tired, then I can just spritz that on and I know that I'm giving my skin back some of those really good restorative ingredients and antioxidants for anti-aging.
So you do this instead of a moisturizer at night?
Yes.
Sometimes?
Yes.
Wait, let's ask Desiree, do you ever like not wash your face at night? Just like while we're talking about it. What about like you're so tired?
There are times when I'm so tired that I fall asleep on the couch and lo and behold, I will wake up with a pimple. It's just not a good thing for me.
Things are just...
You definitely have to squeeze it. You have to do it fast.
Okay, like we're obviously, like maybe we don't need me testing products on camera. Like I can't do the dropper, I can't do the test.
Sometimes you can even do something like this where you like walk into it like a fragrance.
Right.
Yes, that's the
or roll into it if you're on your bed. Right?
Yes. But yes, to answer your question, sometimes I do miss a night of washing my face and my skin pays for it. I do not have the type of skin who can do that. I will break out and then I just kind of feel like my eye area gets a little bit of irritation. So I will keep makeup remover wipes by my bedstand for those nights where I'm just not going to make it to the sink
or get a break.
Or I feel like the cold water will wake me up.
Right.
So yeah, but I try to be pretty good about it because my skin will pay. You never break out, so you don't really know that.
I break out. Everyone here thinks I have perfect skin. I don't. I don't. You like? Can we we should just talk about like we're wearing like our PJ sweats. I do not look like this. Like I don't think I look that great, but like this is like miles beyond what I look like in the morning. You know how some people wake up and they're like super cute and like, oh, I just got a ponytail in my hair. Yeah. Like I am a different person. Like this hair is like insane. Yeah. People have not recognized me before. I look like I have the flu. I mean, so
somebody will, if I don't wear makeup, they'll always be like, oh, are you under the weather?
Yeah.
Are you tired? Yeah. No, this is actually what I just look like. I also have blonde eyelashes, so without mascara on, it's a little bit frightening.
Like you're like,
yeah. I can understand why they think I look tired. So another good product, and I know you're a fan of this one.
We've done a video on this one.
So this is really good for, like, you were saying you didn't get enough sleep last night.
Yeah, and I used it this morning. It's like, okay, I mean, should we talk about it real quick?
Do it.
The applicator is so cool, right? And it looks
It looks like a horse's hoof.
But I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. But it does. But so, like, you think, we were trying to come up with a way to say it, because metal tip applicator doesn't do it justice. You feel like it's going to be this tiny little tip. This is really cool, and you rock it on your under eye.
And when she's saying cool, literally cool to the touch.
It's like it's its own little like refrigerator box. Like this must be like a fridge, and it lives in here because I don't know what it's made out of, but it is freezing cold.
Not so freezing cold that it would be bad for skin, but definitely cooling.
I don't know all the keywords to avoid. But yeah, it's really cold. Because it's cold, it actually can help with depuffing.
Yeah, and the rocking action that you're doing, that massaging, helps break up the fluid retention type of puffiness. So if it's genetic under eye bags, that's a whole different thing. You can't fight that with skincare. And it's really easy. You just disperse a little bit of the product through the opening, which really helps that metal applicator glide across skin. Yes. And the way it's shaped kind of contours to the shape of your under eye area. Yeah,
and the reason you want to rock it, this is what I learned, is that because you don't want to tug.
Right.
Because if you tug, you're making your skin sag. And I have said, I don't need any help sagging. I'm doing that like well enough on my own. Like, I don't need to be bringing it along with my skincare. I'm trying to help myself, not hurt myself.
And once you disperse the product, it actually does glide pretty nicely. Like, I don't find that it tugs at skin, but that massaging action just does help break up that fluid.
Like, I was like a zombie this morning, and putting that on my eyes just, felt so good.
So let's jump into some questions, whether they're just general skincare questions or maybe something for Liza. We'll see if
I get to answer. Let me try to answer first, and then it'd be like the chomp and the, I don't know. We have to find our, like, I'm like the, like Smarty and the newbie.
We have a question from Kylie. Wants to know, what products would you recommend for really textured skin? No breakouts, just uneven texture.
Wait.
Go for it.
Kylie, that's a really great question, but it's like way too hard for me. I thought someone might ask, like, I have skin. Should I moisturize? I'd be like, yes. No, it's textured.
But not breakout prone.
So she'd want to use an AHA exfoliant.
Ding, 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 ding. That's great. And particularly, I think our 5% AHA, the daily, it's got like this nice lotiony but not heavy at all type of feel to it. That just goes on nicely. So it's going to help with her texture issues, especially if there also maybe is a little bit of flakiness going on with it. Just a really nice way to get.
It would have been great if you could have let me finish, because no, I'm kidding.
Sorry.
I'm totally kidding. Because that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm totally kidding. Like, I'll say the product and you actually say the good stuff.
Let's see another question.
Do you recommend vitamin C for acne-prone skin?
Okay, hang on. Go for it. I have no idea.
Yes. Acne-prone skin, it's not that there's anything about vitamin C that's going to be bad for acne-prone skin. In fact, there's a ton of research showing that vitamin C helps with those leftover breakout marks, the little brown or red mark that you get. That's something that I used to struggle with. I used to get a pimple, but then that leftover mark would last for months afterwards. So whether you use our C15 Super Booster, which has 15% vitamin C, you could use that all over daily to kind of help speed up the fading of those marks. Or you can do our vitamin C spot treatment, which has 25% vitamin C, which is like the most concentrated dose. And you would just apply it over those breakout marks.
What she said.
I have one for you before we go to the next fan question, because there was just an article on this, so I'm going to make sure you've really been doing your checking up on things. Can you use vitamin C and niacinamide together? This is a question we get a lot.
Yes.
Good job. And we did just post an article on this because we get asked about it all the time. So I'm not going to go into depth about why, but check it out on our expert advice section.
What was the name of the article?
I think it's literally like, can you use vitamin C and niacinamide together?
Super sexy title. Okay, cool. Anyone else?
We have a question from Makeup Anthony. Wants to know what product can help with redness. Maybe you've been picking at your skin a little bit. You've got that lingering redness going on. Is there anything that can help with that?
Redness. Well, okay, so I'll let you answer it for reals, but I will say that I know that if any BHA products help with redness. Oh, what about the Calm line?
That's exactly what I would say. So our entire Calm line, everything from the cleanser, the toner, the serum, the exfoliant, the moisturizers, everything in there is loaded with soothing types of ingredients and also just very gentle formulas. So anybody who's concerned with redness, this is going to help take it down. And like you were saying, the exfoliant in particular is known to be soothing, anti-inflammatory type of ingredient that will help with that spot redness.
I think if you're prone to redness, you want to use a BHA, not an AHA. Am I making that up?
Right. BHA we tend to think of as better for that more sensitive skin, that redness-prone skin.
Okay. Good job.
Miriam wants to know if AHA and BHA can be used together in the same night.
In the same night? Like, same day. So AHA, can you use an AHA and a BHA at the same time? Or same in your routine? First of all, hi Miriam. Yes.
No? You can. So here's the deal. I would say alternate. I wouldn't.
Right. I don't mean the same like routine that night.
Yes.
I meant alternate. Like one in the morning, one at night.
Yeah.
Right.
Do it that way, or you could even do like AHA on Mondays, BHA on Tuesdays. Just making sure you're rotating.
I started exfoliating too much, and I did get a little flaky skin, so I've dialed it back.
Yeah.
And I'm only doing it like every other day. But there are benefits to both. BHA goes deep to unclog pores, where AHA, they both do this, but the AHA is more focused on the surface.
Right. And
why would you want, like, if you're already using a BHA, why would you want to use an AHA?
I do see a little bit of a difference. Occasionally I'll throw like our 10% weekly resurfacing treatment into the rotation maybe once a week. And I just see a tiny bit of a difference. They just work in tiny, little bit of different ways. So it's not something you have to do. I think if you're using the one that works best for you, just keep with that. But for those people that really want to take it to the next level, you can. And I will say there's nothing about using an AHA and a BHA at the same time. They're not going to cancel each other out. We say proceed cautiously because we don't want to get that irritation type of response. So you could do it. We just say like start slowly. If you want to experiment with it, you can.
So the biggest takeaway is that I did answer the question correctly.
Liza's always right. Okay, one more question.
This is more of a could you product development kind of question. Will you ever make a clear exfoliant in a gel or lotion texture since we have the two liquids? Or would that be counteractive in some way to have one of those moisturizing textures for the clear collection?
I'm just gonna pop this over to you.
Yeah.
That seems like complicated.
So when it comes
great
to
idea, but
and with creating an exfoliant for the clear line, we can definitely talk to our product development team about that. Why we've kept them liquids for that line is that when it comes to acne, breakout prone skin, you really do want to keep the texture as light as possible. Somebody who is concerned with breakouts, something like a lotion exfoliant is more likely to potentially break them out. That said, we have those types of exfoliants already within our line. They're not in the clear line, but we have BHAs with lotion or gel textures. And just because they don't say anti-acne on them, beta-hydroxy acid and salicylic acid are the same exact ingredient. And that's what's in the clear line exfoliants. And BHA, beta-hydroxy acid, is what the rest of our skin perfecting, our resist exfoliants, our calm exfoliants go by that name, but they're really and truly the same ingredient, so you can get that from our line already.
And I will say that, when I first started here, I wanted a kit, I wanted a system, I didn't want my bulbs to be different colors, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, and so adding in an exfoliant from a different line felt a little, scary, but it's okay to mix and match a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because you'll get that from just adding that BHA, to your clear routine.
Yeah, everyone here mixes and matches.
Oh, because then you can have it in a gel. You can have it whatever texture you want.
Okay, I think we should go to, do we have one more? Okay, we're gonna go to our fan mail. I'm gonna let you do the honors of reading this.
Thank you.
In this cute little envelope.
What if this was the moment you guys found out I couldn't read?
This is Liza all day, every day, off the mark, most random comments
so
ever.
Embarrassing. That's I'm not making fun of people that can't read. That's really, I'm not. Anyway. Okay, fan mail. Okay, fan mail from Mimi for the new Resist Anti-Aging Eye Gel. Perfect. It's like you guys knew we'd be talking about the eye gel, social team. So smart. Here is what Mimi had to say. Very refreshing and super cooling. The first thing I noticed about this eye gel is how great it smells despite not having any added fragrance. The unique metal tip, applicator ensures the product goes on cool and leaves you feeling refreshed. The gel is very hydrating and helped brighten my under eye circles after a few days.
Whoa.
I'm like, maybe. I even ended up using some on my cheeks before bed and woke up with my skin looking even toned and balanced.
Nice. Thank you.
Really awesome. I just realized that once Steve had Paula on the couch and you guys had bubbly, and we're having, I think we should do this again, but have right?
A little bit of bubbly next time.
Because we're already having so much fun, but let's see what we could do.
That might be coming. Yeah. Speaking of Paula, she's going to be back in person. She's been on a little bit of a traveling hiatus, a little bit of a break. She's coming back next week for our Wednesday show, so make sure to tune in. And thank you. Let's cheers. Oh. Thank you so much for joining me today, Liza. And until next time, guys, bye.
Bye. We're going back to bed.
Yeah.